All right, we're live. Let's go sit in this chair. Let's give you the breakdown of what happened here. All right, so, and you really can't get reception on the other side of the property there. I'd like to bring you over to the well, but you can't get any cell phone over there. So here's what happened. We drilled, we called it. Machines are off. It's quiet again. I'm relieved.
Mm-hmm. My ears are ringing a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that thing was going for a couple days. So this is it. We called it. We made the decision to cut it off, and we have the last two lengths of drill that we put down there, a pipe or whatever, produced, you know, a good solid gallon a minute more. So we were starting to see progress, and then it kind of tapered off. So we were able to get a good, solid, clean 5 gallons a minute. It's not a lot. I wish I would have had 10 to 12. I'd love 15, but up here, that's not a reality.
He said he'd rather have 5 gallons of this clean water than 10 gallons of
silty water. And so this is very clean water up here in this area. I mean, I can tell you by talking to these guys and looking at their, just kind of listening and hearing, you kind of get used to what it sounds like when it's going through solid rock and stuff that's busted up. So this was a lot of solid rock. And so obviously we have to look at the mineral content and do some, we have to test it. I want to make sure we test it just to make sure we're good, but that'll be more of a long-term deal. The point is that we have water. We have enough for, whoa, what is that? That was a huge thing.
A giant bug just landed on me.
That's funny. So the point is that we do have residential grade, like, GPM. I mean, it's 5 gallons a minute. Banks and everything, they look at 5 gallons a minute as a good thing. So irrigation, if we're going to be doing, and he was talking about, and obviously it's that deep, so you have a certain amount of storage in there. The deeper you go, the more, it's essentially a tank of water. So we should have quite a few hundreds of gallons of water in there already. And then what I'm going to check here pretty soon, he is going to bring back the liner and do the liner tomorrow, the PVC pipe liner, 4-inch. And then I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's basically where we're at. So 420 feet total, 5 gallons a minute. It still kind of hurts to say that. I wish it would have been about double, but
it's not dry.
It's not dry, and these guys, they have seen holes around here come up dry, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He said it's really sad.
He said it's sad and depressing, and you spend 12 grand or whatever, and it's dry.
Yeah, that'd
so
be a bummer.
We knew a couple hundred feet ago that we did have water, so we weren't going to be dry. He started getting a gallon and a half, and it just kind of sat there for a while. So we were making progress, but just how it was going, just the increment, it was just incremental. So it was like, it's not like you're going to put one stick in there and hit like a gusher at this point. I don't think that's the scenario. So, if we wanted 10, it probably would have to be another 200, 300, 400 feet. I just can't afford that. I can't do that. He's put wells in this area that are, 750 feet, 1,000.
Just a couple days ago.
Just a couple days ago, did a 750-foot well. So what we're dealing with is not uncommon. But in this area, there's a lot of records of people who have wells, and this is right in line with those records. It's not as good as some, not as bad as others, but we are at the top of a giant rock, right? I mean, just the fact that we get water, at the top of this hill, which is it's right at the top. So that's a good thing too for gravity feed down. We can pump it into a cistern for irrigation. Shouldn't be a problem. And it's straight down the hill to where we would irrigate some sort of garden anyway. So that's it. What do you think about it? Are you happy with it?
I'm happy.
Are you good?
I'm happy. We have water. We have a good amount. It's clean.
Yeah, he says it's going to be he says it's just solid rock. It's going to be really clean, no silt. It's going to be really good. I mean, they can see it. And it was pretty clear coming out of there. So, yeah, that's a weight off our shoulders, and that's it. I mean, that's he was actually bringing up some good points. He's like, even if you get very low, like if you got a gallon and a half a minute, he goes, it's better than nothing, because he said and I never thought of this, but if you drill for water and you come up dry, that devalues your property. I never thought of that, because now people know there's no water, and so they won't buy it, or they'll price it accordingly. So now we at least have 5 gallons a minute, residential style, you know, it's just as much as you get in a residential thing. So we can do a garden and a, you know, as big of a house as we need. And so, or cabin or whatever we're gonna do. So like I said, we don't know. It was 9 years in the making. Who knows what's gonna happen, but.
So quiet up here right now.
Oh man, it's so much quieter without that thing on. And, you know, so this is our, as you've known by the channel, I mean, we've been doing this for what, 7 years now, the YouTube channel. So we've owned this property for about 9, almost 10 years now. Long-term project. So this is, you know, if we retire up here or whatever, we at least have that. Everything else we can do.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, bulldozer, you know, you can get a shovel and dig whatever you want to dig. So that's it. Kind of did some sporadic live streaming and stuff. If you guys have any questions about it, or ways to cope with, you know, spending that amount of money that quick, let me know in the comments.
Well, you might want me to answer those questions.
Oh yeah, you can answer them. I don't want to answer anymore. So we'll do a video on this whole thing. I did a bunch of time lapses and stuff like that, and I got some other footage just kind of going through the same thing. But if somebody just wants to watch one video on our well project, we're still not done. There's also I mean, this is just the beginning of the well project, really, but it's probably going to be spread. Just, you know, we spent way more than I wanted to on the well, so the other stuff's probably gonna have to wait. I would have liked to start putting in, you know, pumps and stuff like that, but I think, I mean, those are, you know, you're talking several $1,000s for pumps and stuff, so that'll just have to be in time, you know, but just probably another couple of years from now. We'll get on that, save up some money again, and keep plugging away at it. But yeah, I mean, they're what's that?
Wrap it up.
Oh, wrap it up. You don't want to talk? Why don't you talk?
I'm getting hot.
Everybody asks why Mrs. D doesn't talk. I got the nudge.
Because you don't stop talking.
Oh, okay, you're on. Go.
Just kidding.
Yep.
Nope.
See, people say
That's
that.
good.
Why don't you talk more? I'm like, well, you don't talk much, so you know somebody's got to. We can just sit there and stare. This is honestly just what we do most of the time. This is what we just sit here and watch this right here.
Yep.
Just do that. We don't say anything.
You can hear a grasshopper.
Yeah, there's grasshoppers and stuff flying around. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and a spider just hit me with a web literally right now.
Oh.
Just got me good.
I think I see it. Is it on me?
No.
Oh.
That's pretty funny. All right, well, I guess we'll wrap this thing up. We're going to go take a ride on the side-by-side and calm down a little bit and relax and have some fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's go down to